salutations, good citizens. I am back. I am your host, Laz. This is now going to be my review of this week's episode of Superman and Lois, episode dos for this week. Before I start, though, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell thingy for notifications, and so you always know when I'm about to drop a video, when I upload a new one. And you don't miss it, and then you go, yay! I get my entertainment stuff and comedy from Fat Tom Hanks. Woohoo! I'm not fat. I am seasonally plump. Thank you so much. Anywho, so this week's episode. Before I start, as always, I would like to thank everyone who is jumping on in, stick with me on this journey. Much appreciated. Be that as it may. My thoughts on this week's episode are, you know what? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I had some nitpicky stuff here and there, but all in all, very solid. Granted, I did watch it, it was on right after the crap fest known as The Flash. So, this episode could have been mediocre. It could have been, to quote Eddie Murphy, or paraphrase Eddie Murphy anyway, it could have been, I could have been a starving man. It could have been a rich cracker. Because, damn, Flash is terrible. If you did not watch my review of The Flash, shame on you. Go and watch that. So, yeah, there. Take that to your bank and smoke it. Wait, what? Take a bank and smoke it? What? I need more caffeine. Anywho. So, this week again, very good. Very well done. You had a lot more character development. You had, they answered a question. Now, I'm not saying that the people at the CW or whatever watched my show, because I know this thing was filmed way in advance. But they did answer They answered my question of where the hell the name Jordan came from, because I was like, who the heck? And they said, well, he's named after Jor-El. Because yes, we meet Space Dad, the computer program of Space Dad anyway. Because it opens with, Clark takes Jordan to the fortress so they can, examine him, at least test him a little bit. So, because, he had, magical eye powers last week. And John has to go to school. And he's all, oh, I'm not or whatever. That was really the only bit I really didn't care about for the whole show is the high school drama. I tolerated the high school drama for Smallville because it was Clark going to college. The high school, I mean. And I like Clark. I mean, Clark's a character I really dig, clearly, since Superman's my favorite character of all time, so I kind of like Clark Kent as well. So I was already most invested. I don't know these two kids, so I really don't care about the high school drama. Especially when it's just, it's all the same thing. It's all, oh, your brother kissed my girlfriend, and I'm going to beat you up. And I'm like, why? John even says it. John's like, why? But, either way. So they go to the fortress, and Jor-El gives the reason why Krypton blew up, which they're kind of sort of biting off of the reason why in Smallville, that Smallville gave, which was wartime. People got, if I remember correctly, people got bored. There was a war, and all these wars somehow blew up, cracked the planet, and it blows up. Something to that effect. That's not exact. I know. I'm sure one of my 3 or 4 viewers, or their pet goat, someone's going to correct me on that one, which is fine. You can do that because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something close to that. And they go to the fortress twice. Second time, Space Dad's like, this kid ain't worth nothing. He's human. He suck. And Jordan gets all pissy about that. I'm not special. I'm like, really? Shut up. Anyway, we get more encounters with, we'll call him the Stranger. I'm still going to call him not Lex. There's more fights in that one. Pretty good action sequences too. Not Lex, acted like Lex though, because at one point Superman is just pimp smacking him, just beating the crap out of him, and Not Lex has his shuttle, whatever, like his spaceship. He just sends it off, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, Superman, that ship right there, it's got a bomb, and it's gonna hit a city and explode. So near the city." And Super's like, "Ah, crap!" Whoosh, and it goes and stops it. It stops its ship, basically, pushes it into space. Ship goes kaboom. But I was like, all right, that was a Lex move. That was a very much a Lex move. There was another bit of a subplot where Lana invites Lois to her to the Cushing family barbecue. And while there, like, they go, and this is after there's a drama with John and Jordan. It's not really all that important. But Lois is like, "No, we're going as a family. So get dressed." And Clark's like, "You heard your mother. Get up there." I'm like, "Yeah, no. That's exactly right, Clark. Good move. Back your wife's play. Especially when your wife's Lois Lane." So they go, and Lana's husband, Jim Bob, I can't remember his name, but I'm just going to call him Jim Bob because why not? Jim Bob's all upset because at this city council that Lois basically snuck into, that Morgan Edge was there for, Morgan Edge goes, "I'm going to buy Smallville and bring jobs." And Lois is like, but what about these three cities that you bankrupted? Like, you came on in, didn't pay the workers living wages, and the cities went kaput. And they say, "So what about Norway, Oakdale, North Havenbrook?" And Morgan Edge says, "You know what? It's good. It's a good point, Lois. Maybe Smallville isn't a smart buy." And he basically turns the whole town against Lois. I was like, "You magnificent bastard!" All right. Now here's a side note. We're gonna go on a bit of a sidetrack here, not a big one, but Morgan Edge is another character who in this show is played by a different person than he was played on Supergirl. And I had to look that up, by the way, because I don't watch Supergirl. And I didn't even look it up. I was in my head. I was trying to wonder, because Morgan Edge is an interesting character. He's a character that he's in the comics, but I'm not very familiar with. Because he's not like Lex. He's not like one of Superman's biggest villains or whatever. He's just kind of there. So I was kind of looking him up. I was like, "Yeah, I wonder how many people played Morgan Edge." I knew the two from Smallville. So I feel bad for the new guy, he's not a bad actor. It's like he only had a couple lines, so he wasn't bad. But for Smallville, Morgan Edge played with the late Rucker Hauer, I'm sorry, and the late Patrick Bergin. Two phenomenal actors, like tremendous, off the charts actors. And they got this guy. And on Supergirl, he was played by Adrian Pasdar from Heroes. At least that's why I know him from. And again, he's not a bad actor either. So you got the new guy. He's filling some shoes. But so I was looking that up. I was like, "Oh, wait, hold on." Last time I checked, Superman and Lois and Supergirl, along with the Flash, they're all the CW shows are within their own continuity, within the same continuity. I mean, now. But so why is this a different guy? Are they not able to get Adrian Pasdar, which is okay, which is perfectly understandable, I guess, but that still doesn't explain not Lex, because I don't know if John Cryer is busy, but he played Supergirl, and he was actually a pretty darn good Luthor, in my personal opinion. So I don't know why they decided, but there's kind of an explanation for it later on. Sort of, maybe, kind of. I'll get back to it. So the whole town goes, "Grrr!" So then at the barbecue, Jim Bob's all grrr, but he feeds Lois anyway. And Jim Bob had a right to be grrr because Lois may have cost the town a whole lot of jobs, and Smallville needs jobs because it's a small town and it's being forgotten because everyone's leaving it. So and he wants it to survive, which I can understand to a degree. But Jim Bob isn't a very likable character. He just isn't. He's written antagonistically, fine. He's a little cliched, little, but that's neither here nor there. So, brain fart. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, so then, like, Clark, they're all at the barbecue, and then General Lane goes, oh wait, General Lane hits the Superman come here button, and Clark goes, all right, whoosh, flies, and they because not Luthor is at the military base where Sam Lane is, and there's a fight, there's a kerfluffle. Not Luthor escapes, but before he does that, he gives Sam Lane a keychain, and also tells him, because Sam Lane's like, why are you trying to kill Superman? Like, Superman's a good dude, and not Luthor's like, no, he's not. No, he's not. He'll kill the world. He'll kill your world like he killed mine, and the Vamonoses. And then there's a wrap up at the end at the Kent farm, where Jordan apologizes to John for being selfish, because John kind of snapped him earlier. It's not a big thing. It's kind of a neat moment where John said, "Stop being a selfish dick, you selfish dick." But it wasn't really a big thing. So Jordan apologized for that, and I'm not 100% certain on this one because it was kind of quick, but I really think, because Jordan's FaceTime with somebody, and I don't think it was his girlfriend from Metropolis. I think it was Jordan's, not lady, like the chick Jordan macked on in the first episode, Lana's daughter. And they were getting kind of Jordan and Lana's daughter looked a little chummy when they're at school. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And then at the end, like the wrap up of it is, not Luthor basically he's back in his, I don't know where he is, some hideaway or whatever, and he has a memory where he's in a foxhole with a bunch of soldiers and Sam Lane, and they're all shooting at something, and then all of a sudden you see a figure floating from the sky, comes on down, and it's Superman in this all black costume, and he just heat vision and kills a bunch of mofos. And kills Sam Lane as well. And before Sam Lane's dying, he gives not Luthor the keychain where I think it was dog tags, but so forgive me if I say, so I think it was dog tags. Here. And that's how it ends. And I'm sitting there going, okay, so he's from an alternate timeline. But alternate timelines or alternate Earths don't exist anymore. Because again, last year they had this big old thing called Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they blowed up their multiverse. And right now there's not that many alternate universes left. I don't remember if they said there were 52 like there were in the comics. I don't think there were. And basically what they did was all the different shows I had planned all have their own universe now. Like the CW are all one Earth now. And Titans has its own Earth. Swamp Thing has its own Earth, which got canceled, so whatever. But yada 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 yada. So unless not Lex is from Titans universe or something, it doesn't make any sense to me. I did have a few more nitpicky stuff. Not much. I think I covered it all, but you check my notes here. My notes of fortitude. No, covered most of them. Oh yeah, one thing was about the drama at high school where the jocks didn't want to give John the playbook, and John was trying to show what he could do on the field during a tryout or practice, whatever. And he got creamed a bunch of times, and I'm like, who cares? I don't care. Yes, I know. I'm very heartless, apparently. The fortress itself looks a little shoddy. It looks basically like they spent $20. It didn't look like the set on Smallville looked really good. Even the set on Supergirl wasn't terrible. I don't know why they didn't just, hey, Supergirl guys, can we just borrow your fortress? Because you guys are done. We're going to need a fortress. So, and last but not least, I love Lois. Like when she's at the meeting and she gets up and drops some truth on Morgan. I was like, that's Lois. That's what Lois does. And then she tries writing a story about how basically titled Morgan Edge. It starts with Morgan Edge is a vampire, and Clark's like, he owns the planet. He ain't gonna let you run this. And she's like, screw that noise. I'm a reporter. So she submits it, and Edge just changes it. And Lois is like, no one changes me. I'm freaking Lois Lane. So she goes to the planet, kicks the door in, and just hands Edge a note, and she says, "This is the best thing I've written since you took over the company." And it just said, "I quit." And then she winds up getting a job at the Smallville newspaper, which they kind of set up, but it's not that big of a deal. But I was like, all right, Lois, okay. Now, granted, to me, it's weird being a comic book guy, seeing Lois quit the Daily Planet, the planet as her other home. But I get what they're doing with it, so I'm enjoying it. Again, I think other than a few nitpicks I got, really solid episode. I like I'm starting to dig the kids more. John more than Jordan, honestly, because Jordan, he's feeling a little Connor from Angel. A little bit. Not as whiny, but there's potential of whininess. And after a while, I probably just want to go, dude, your father's Superman. Shut up. Which, by the way, I said that during like the first 5 years of Smallville, which was a show I hated for the first 5 years. Even the first episode, he's like, I have superpowers. I'm like, wait, you're invincible, you have super speed, you have super strength, and I said you could fly. I didn't know he didn't fly yet. Give me a break. You're all kinds of attractive, and you'll never age, really. Like, you'll never, like, I don't think you can die. You're basically immortal. Oh, and your parents love you. Shut up. See, that took me a bit. So, yeah, but, again, nitpicks aside, really solid episode. It was very well written. The action was well done. I'm starting to get used to the costume. I wish they went with the traditional look. Like they went back to in the comics. That's just who I am. I like that look. I don't. But either way, really enjoyed it. Now I'm starting to dig Lois because she's acting like Lois. And she's being Lois by herself. Like she's not surrounded by. She's not like a secondary character like she was in all the crossovers. Like she's in her own show. She's got her own place. She's getting her feet under her, sort of, kind of, as a character. I'm digging it. Tyler Hoechlin, or however you pronounce his last name, he's tremendous. I really do enjoy him as Superman, and also as Clark. So all in all, very solid. I highly recommend you guys check this out. I really do. I really do enjoy it. It's a good show. You can watch it with your family, or by yourself with a bag of Cheetos. I don't care. But either way, it's very well done. So that is all for today. Till next time, kids, remember, same last time, same last channel.